Welcome to the Bothell City Council meeting of May 1st, 2018. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, all council members are here and accounted for. Let's see, meeting agenda approval. Is there any changes to tonight's meeting agenda? I have one. So due to some time constraints, if it's okay with the council, I'd like to move the old business AB 18-069 quarterly update on the progress towards council goals to after the public hearing on housing strategy update and work program. Is everybody okay with that? Okay. Is there any other changes to tonight's meeting agenda? Seeing none, how are we looking on the projected agenda? Anything? No? We're good? Okay. Review of public engagement opportunities. Wednesday to tomorrow from 6 to 7:30 p.m. open house at Canyon Park Middle School Library to discuss sidewalk and bike lane improvements around Canyon Park Middle School. That's that. And then we have some proclamations, so I need to come down to the podium. Okay, I have two proclamations tonight, and the first one is for, let's see here, Will Tinkham and Becca Nistrian? Nistrian? Are you here? Awesome. Welcome. So I haven't signed this yet. One second, let me sign it real quick. Okay, so I read this, and then if you want to say something, you're welcome to as well. Okay. Proclamation of the City of Bothell Cup of Kindness Day. Whereas the City of Bothell recognizes the value of inclusive kindness among its community members, and whereas a cup of coffee can bring people together in warmth and friendship, and whereas Becca Nistrian extended friendship to Will Tinkham. I'm getting that right? Okay, good. Especially a young man who often visits her coffee shop. And whereas Will is an exceptional conversationalist with a kind, joyous soul, and whereas Becca threw an epic party that drew strangers together to celebrate Will's birthday, and whereas these two friends have been featured twice on Como TV segments, Eric's Heroes, and in the book, A Cup of Kindness, putting Bothell on the map as a city that promotes kindness. Therefore, I, Andrew Rayum, do hereby proclaim May 10th to be Cup of Kindness Day in the city of Bothell. Did you want to say anything? Okay.
Thank you so much, you guys. We're so thankful for how wonderful Bothell's been, especially to me, and you guys really showed me what it means for a city to embrace people, and I'm so thankful to be here. So I wanted to present you guys with one of the original artworks from my book that shows Country Village, and it means so much to me that I can give this to you guys. So thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Will. Thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Wow, I got the better deal on that one. Very nice. Okay, next, let's see, Rob Bean, Kata Kruger. Kata? Is that right? Kata Kruger? Just you guys. All right. Yeah. Not just you.
We don't have
I didn't mean it like that.
We don't have children and dogs.
Let's see, I have to sign these. So one second. Okay. This is a proclamation of the city of Bothell about Affordable Housing Week, whereas all people should have access to safe, healthy, and affordable homes within communities of opportunity. And whereas studies have found that each $100 increase in median rent results in a 15% increase in homelessness in metro areas and a 39% increase in homelessness in nearby suburbs and rural areas. Whereas families spending more than half of their income on rent and utilities are considered housing insecure. And whereas there were 203 students identified as homeless during the 2017-18 school year by the North Shore School District, and whereas the combined cost burden of housing plus transportation can be substantially reduced by locating affordable housing opportunities in proximity to transit, and whereas the All Home community identifies affordable housing as a critical component of making homelessness rare, brief, and one-time, and whereas the Association of Washington Cities determined that enhancing the efforts to increase affordable housing, decrease homelessness, and improve a strained behavioral health system was a critical priority in the 2018 legislative session, and whereas united in an effort to raise public awareness, communities throughout the King County are participating in local Affordable Housing Week efforts to inform the public of the critical needs to preserve and increase affordable housing in our community. Wow, you guys write a lot. In our communities. And whereas the City of Bothell endorses the goals, objectives, and purposes of Affordable Housing Week, and in doing so, recommits itself to ensure that our community thrives with the opportunity and that all people in it live with dignity in safe, healthy, and affordable homes. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the City of Bothell does hereby proclaim the week of May 14th through the 18th, 2018 as Affordable Housing Week. Wow, that was a long one. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Did you guys want to say something?
A couple things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Start.
Grab my stuff.
So hello, my name is Katerina Kruger, and I'm a case manager with HopeLink at Heritage Park, just a few blocks away up the hill. I work on a daily basis with 16 families in our community who have experienced homelessness due to domestic violence, physical and mental disability, and evictions due to the cost of housing rising. Thank you for proclaiming May 14th through 18th as Affordable Housing Week and for your recognition of the urgent need for affordable homes in our community. In order to help bridge the gap, HopeLink has 2 shelters and 4 permanent and transitional housing sites on the east side. We noticed that a few years ago, people who stayed in our shelters were able to find housing within 90 days, whereas now, clients are staying for 6 months to a year since rental prices have gone up and waiting lists for subsidized properties range from 1 to 5 years, sometimes longer. Families in transitional housing are also faced with extremely long wait lists as they look for permanent housing options. We are convinced that having more access to affordable housing is critical to families' success in exiting homelessness and moving on to self-sufficiency. We hope you will join us for some of the events we have planned for the week, such as the Affordable Housing Panel Night on May 17th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Bellevue First Congregational Church, where community members will share some of their own stories of experiencing homelessness. Thank you again for taking the time to address the affordable housing crisis and for your dedication on the issue.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. My name is Rob Beam. I'm here representing the North Urban Human Service Alliance. We're an alliance dedicated to developing North End communities with accessible and available human services and affordable housing options. Several years ago, we did some pioneering work with faith communities in North King County that resulted in the development of Ronald Commons, all the way over in Shoreline. It sounds like you have chances to travel during Affordable Housing Week to find things. On the 17th, from 4 to 6, we're inviting you to come tour Ronald Commons, which has affordable housing developed by Compass Housing. HopeLink has their Shoreline Service Center, and Ronald United Methodist Church provides a variety of day services and an evening meal. So come tour these facilities. You can sort of see what a very well-developed and well-planned community looks like, and have a meal with residents and people who are living homeless in Shoreline and North King County. and understand that experience firsthand. I also can't let this go without noting that later on your agenda tonight, you're considering a strategy for addressing housing needs of people living in Bothell, wanting to live and work in Bothell. And as a member of the Alliance, I encourage you to be aggressive in providing a range of affordable housing, a range of housing prices in your housing strategy, to seek to get as much affordability as possible, and to use a variety of tools that you have at your disposal, whether it's inclusionary housing or whether it's surplus property that can be developed. There's some great examples around all of North King County where that's been used very effectively and integrated well with their neighborhoods and communities. So thank you for participating in Affordable Housing Week, and hope to see you at one of the events that week. Thank you.
You guys. You want to do a picture real quick, right? Yeah. Okay.
The mayor's always in the middle. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now the most important part. Becca, did you bring cake?
I did.
Is that what?
Yeah, I brought my friend Kendra made the most amazing cake. If you guys would like to have some cake.
We would love to have cake with you. So the city council will go to recess for 5 minutes, though. It's 5 minutes.
Let's make it 10.
So we'll be back here at 6:20. I know it's not 5 minutes.